Good morning, everyone. It's July 11th here, and we've gotten out to the public land where we spent a lot of time turkey hunting this past spring, and we're just checking out a couple of spots that we scouted through the springtime and trying to get stuff set up for the fall. So we're here at one of our first sites. This is a really promising looking area. It's kind of a trail running in an old log road with a lot of rubs on it, and thinking about putting a stand right up in this tree here. And a lot of these spots we're checking out today are going to be a one sit and done, given how much land is out here. And really that's the most important thing, is getting out here and really taking advantage of that first sit, which has worked for us in the past, taking us back to 2017 when I had a first sit in a stand over in our other property and managed to kill a pretty big 10-pointer. So we're going to keep scouting out here, and hopefully we can get a couple of more good spots set up for the fall. But I'm going to throw you guys back to that hunt, so y'all enjoy.
Oh, good morning, everybody. It's finally here. Well, at least finally here for me. It's October 12th now, and statewide here in Virginia, season opened October 7th. So haven't had a chance to get out. Just been so swamped with schoolwork and everything. Hadn't really been in a rush anyways. The weather didn't really look good until today. Actually, we had a really nice cold front come through overnight. Yesterday evening, it was 68 degrees. And right now it's 49 degrees, so we had almost a 20-degree temperature drop, and it's been a little bit of a fiasco getting into where I need to park today. Given such a big weather change, the front coming in, we had such high winds. We had 45-mile-an-hour gusts overnight on the other side of the mountain where I live, and there was several downed trees in the road. Had to take a little detour this morning. But we got here safe. It rained most of yesterday evening throughout the night, and so I'm expecting it to be a really quiet walk-in. The leaves should be soft, no crunching. I have a path anyways. Last season had a couple of potentially good bucks, and although I haven't had any pictures in early October of them, I'm expecting them. They made it through. I had pictures in March after the season had closed last year, so I'm expecting to see them anytime. I'm hoping this cold front's got them up and moving around. It's a tad windy. We have between like 7 and 15-mile-an-hour winds today, but it's pretty still right now, and it's looking like it should remain that way throughout the morning. Planning to hunt until about 10 a.m. today. Depending on what the cameras show, I'm going to pull those on my walk-in and just play it by ear from there. Really excited to get out there. Really happy that I'm finally able to get back out in the woods. I've really been anticipating this day for a year now. So I'm going to hop out of the truck, get my stuff on, get everything situated, and I'll see you guys in the stand.
October cold fronts, baby. October cold fronts, I'm telling you. Oh my God.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, back. Took a few minutes to calm down. Made a few phone calls to my mom and my dad, so got that out of the way, and I just can't believe that just happened. It's been about, I don't know, it's been about 20-30 minutes since I shot this buck here, and I'm just absolutely blown away by this. I've done a lot of work out here since last year when I got permission to, it's a little over a year since I got permission to hunt this property out here in Warren County, and it's a hike from my house, but I mean the animals out here are just everywhere. They're untouched. There's no houses around here. It's just really been awesome to be able to manage my own piece of land, get these deer on a pattern, and figure them out. I mean, speaking of pattern, I have no idea what deer this is. I have pictures of 2 shooter bucks from last season that I had pictures of in March, and I knew they survived because March was well after the last firearms season, so I knew they had survived. I just hadn't gotten any pictures of them since those pictures from March, and I haven't had a chance to check the pictures out here since I sat down to stand this morning. And I have the cards in my pocket. I'm about to go through all the pics there and figure out what deer this is. But we had one named Rugburn, who I have an awesome video of putting rubs on literally 5 or 6 trees all around me last season around late October. And then I have another named Halfpipe, who actually passed up last year. Beautiful looking deer, high rack. I think this is Rugburn. He's got a wider rack, and I know Halfpipe had a really high, a tall curvature to his rack, so his main beams were really high and really sharp curved in, almost touching. So I don't think this is Halfpipe, but I'll take a check at the pics and really make sure which deer this is. But I mean, it really doesn't matter. I saw, as I explained earlier, I saw this deer. I might have spooked him coming in, but he really didn't know what I was. He just kind of trotted off, and I got super late into the stand. Saw this deer, sat down, settled in. The second I settled in, I saw this deer up the mountain, and he was going the opposite direction. And I thought maybe he might come back later in the day, but he doubled back immediately and started working his way towards me. And he was parallel to me at about 40 yards, but really close to the property line. So I was kind of waiting until I got that perfect opportunity, and he ended up turning in towards me and walking into about 20 yards. But he was facing right into me, and he was kind of quartering. He was a pretty hard quartering 2 shot, which I'm not 100% comfortable with these fixed blade broadheads that I'm using, and the poundage on my bow and the weight of the arrows. I had no issue getting through that front shoulder. It dropped him right in his tracks. I'm pretty sure it was a fatal shot anyways, but I put a second arrow in him, and that's all she wrote. He was at about 20 yards, and I have no words. I'm speechless because I had no expectations of this happening. Again, super excited. I'll get down here out of the tree. We'll check where I first shot and take it from there. See you then, guys. All right, well, here he is, guys. This deer came in to about 20 yards at 7:19 a.m. this morning, but I had been watching him since the sun rose. He was about 60 yards up the mountain here, working his way up. He ended up doubling back and coming right in, offering me a 20-yard chip shot. I wasn't really a fan of the shot I took, but I wasn't going to risk him getting by. He was walking directly towards me, and I wasn't going to have a shot any better than the one I took. Quartering 2, had to punch him through the shoulder, but it put him down right there, and put a second arrow, and he expired right there. And this is really a blessing because of all the hard work that I put in here on this property. Came through, patterned the deer, worked through the season, put this stand in early July, and haven't touched it since, and waiting for that cold front night. Been swamped with work and school and everything this week, so I haven't had a chance to get out until today. So today was my first sit of the 2018-19 season, and within 30 minutes I take one of the biggest bucks of my life, and I couldn't be more happy right now. Did not expect to have a deer like this walk in on me. Was more looking towards a doe offering a nice shot and filling the freezer early, worrying about bucks later. That cold front in October though, I mean, you'll never know what's going to be moving. It was 68 degrees yesterday evening and it was 49 when I woke up this morning, so about a 15-20 degree temperature drop, and it had these deer moving for sure. I bumped one out of here when I walked in, forgot my rangefinder, had to run back to the truck, didn't sit down until the sun was coming up, and then I saw him, and 20 minutes later he was on the ground. Really happy with this deer, really happy with this season so far. Can't get much better than this. I might take a couple days of break, but I'll keep eyes on the cameras here and on the other property that I have on the other side of the state, and looking for those big deer moving probably towards November, trying to get my dad or my brother on one of them, and see what we can find out for the rest of the 2018-19 season. But this is one heck of a start, and I just couldn't be more happier right now. But stay tuned, keep an eye out for any upcoming videos, and we'll see you next time, guys. Thanks for watching.
October cold fronts, baby. October cold fronts, I'm telling you. Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Everything came together. Everything came together.